Water yan.
Gate number 9 for your ambulance for departing passengers. After Airlines, just like for the people. Last and final call for passenger Kakao Mako Wilhelm.
Delicious. Yum yum.
That one? You should hold it. You should hold it. You should hold it. Why is it holding like that? I don't know. Why is it holding like that? I do it nice. No, Ozzy. When I'm recording here.
Mabuhay! We are delighted to welcome you on board Philippine Airlines. In preparation for takeoff, ensure your seatbelts are securely fastened. Seat backs in upright position. Large electronic devices like that.
We're being made. Can I take picture? Do you have it? Are you sure? Off you go, guys. Be careful.
Shadows move, skin to skin. Something was spoken. And you and I will always have that one night. Come morning light, we'll always have that sunrise. We'll always have that sunrise. Daybreak, shadows fade. You step back, I step away. Nothing's broken, nothing new. Only the sunrise. Over you and I will always have that one night. Come morning light, we'll always have that sunrise. We'll always have that sunrise. I don't wanna leave. I don't wanna.
Guys, I got my hair done.
You just have the cookies. I thought you said you were hungry. You're not hungry? Yeah, let's try the other place. Morning. Yeah.
Why are we going to Christina?
We'll go here because we haven't tried this one yet.
Hi, good morning.
This is the menu. Let's see everything.
Want some bacon?
I don't know.
Pancakes? Toast?
Ooh, water.
Danish?
I want
muffin,
waffle.
Nada? They're pretty nice. And salt.
Let's go.
Yogurt?
Ooh, let's get some yogurt.
You want a
Which,
yogurt?
yeah.
It's,
Yeah, is that strawberry?
looks like strawberry.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you hold that? Got a plate.
Banana.
Got a plate. Oh my gosh.
Banana.
Hey guys.
This one. Some blueberries on the side. Could be good.
No thanks.
Flamingo.
No thanks.
Okay. Anything else?
Croissant.
Croissant?
Yeah. Maybe get that one. Ah! Hello. Okay, I think that's
Which one do you want?
maybe the dark one.
Okay, I'll give you one of each.
Broken. I don't know why it's broken.
Whipped cream and me cracker.
Oh, how delicious. But it's no biggie.
What do they have inside?
Have stuff.
What stuff do they have inside?
They have this.
This is like hot dog, Mila. Look, it looks like hot dog. It's like sausage. It's like a sausage hot dog.
So you've got a few flexible breads. You've got your empanada, your croissant.
Probably better here. Hey,
Have a look.
Because it's
Okay,
quieter
very-
as
very
well.
small, just a little corner there. We've got some bacon.
there you go. Do you want me to cut your hash brown too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's delicious.
There you go. Wow, that looks delicious to me. Go.
24 PS. So while he's talking, he's also recording, so you can see him.
Oh, honey, look, it's an actual coffee.
Try it, does it taste like it?
It's an actual. It's an actual coffee. You haven't had a real coffee.
That's not breakfast. No, it's not breakfast.
What do you mean?
It's not breakfast food.
My food's not breakfast food.
All of it.
It can. Eggies. Mine's breakfast. Except the chips.
Look what I got. Ooh.
I got chicken sausage with ham, hash brown, and chips.
What are you eating? What are you eating? What are you eating? Well,
Delicious. Imagine I ate the whole plate. If I ate the whole plate, would you be proud of me?
So proud. I'll be so, so, so proud.
eat in the morning before breakfast.
Mommy said we can take them off.
It's not too cold. It's all right.
Mom, look how much we found.
What are you gonna do with all of that?
We're gonna take it home.
Keep the good ones.
Yeah.
You can't take it home. You're not allowed to take it home to Australia.
Okay, I know. But we're gonna take. But
Coral.
we're gonna take the good.
What about the good thing?
We're
You can't
gonna,
take it.
We're going.
Okay, we're done. Thank you. Thank you. Yum, 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 yum.
First, we're gonna go to the beach and go on a boat, and the boys are going snorkeling, and we're gonna go swimming. And then after that, when we get back, we're gonna get a foot massage, or before that, we might go to the beach and have a little swim.
Tignan natin. Delphin.
Support captain ko lang.
Delphin at Nonoy.
I'm still not moving on. Time keeps slipping. All my best years are gone. Left me with
don't I just put my feet in there? Why don't I just put my feet in the bin?
Okay,
there?
good.
Why don't I just put my feet in
Because
there?
you can't do that.
Why not? That's just disgusting.
Why do they have to do that? Is it weird? We're gonna go to the hand toilet.
The what toilet?
The hand toilet.
Bata na lang.
don't mind this one. My bracelet almost fell into water. The orange one is in a gold one. That's a goldfish. That's not. And the orange one are actual goldfishes. Those are real goldfishes. Thank you, but there were some over there, but we didn't want to go there. But you can go wherever you want. First we needed
You want to go next to daddy?
It's okay. I'm just really nervous. There's one there. Daddy.
woke up around 7 o'clock.
Oh, it's like 5 or something. 5 something. Can we go and talk together this time?
colors. Summer
Right? I don't even know what it
lonesome love. Rolling on the launcher in all the colors. Summer love. Nowhere fast. Garden won't stop giving back. Honeysuckle, fresh cut grass. I could really use some stuff like that. Talk to me and tell me all that you've seen, all the colors.
Hi, Eden. How's it going? Hi, Mila. Uh-huh. Hi, Eden.